Hello, my name is Ashen. This is Ash's Movies. Sorry. Um, Today we're going to be reviewing the 2025 film Now You See Me, Now You Don't. So this came out last year officially. I did watch this at the end of 2025, so I still technically watched it during the year of 2025. That's why it's under my letterbox categories and 2025 films ranked. Obviously, any film I do watch from 2025 will obviously go in there, but just wanted to tell you that. So I'm gonna tell you the cast of this film in just a minute. But before we get started, I'd just like to say don't like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and check out my other channel. I focus mainly on comic book related content over on that channel. You're also welcome to join my letterbox as well, letterbox community, because every single film I watch will be rated and reviewed on there. That's my new policy. Every film I watch has to be reviewed, otherwise it can't be counted as a proper review and watch. So the goal for this year then is to watch 200 movies, and you can just check out the rules over on the polls page if you want to check them out. I'm not going to talk too much about that now. I'm going to talk about the film. So we're going to get straight into this then. So I watched this on the 1st of the 1st, 2026. And this is nice. 2nd of January I watched it, sorry. No, I think I did watch it on the 1st, but I logged on the 2nd because I watched it in the night, didn't I? So, watched on the 1st of January 2026. Now You See Me, Now You Don't. This is, the cast of this movie is Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Dave Franco, and Isla Fisher. An honourable mention to Morgan Freeman and Andrew Santo, as well as Lizzie Kaplan, for joining the cast of this film, sorry. Jesse Eisenberg you may know from Night Moves and The End of the Toll. Woody Harrelson you may know from Animal Farm or Suncoat. Dave Franco you may know from Zeroville or Six Balloons. And Isla Fisher you may know from Greed or Godmothered. The director was Ruben Fisher. The writers of this movie were Michael Leslie and Paul Wernick. The IMDb rating for this movie is a 6.0 out of 10. The letterbox rating I give it was a 3 stars out of 5. And my rating for this film was a 6.2 out of 10. I want you to comment the words below, Now You See Me below for a shout out in the next video. This is a heist, crime, thriller, magic, illusion, action, witty, comedy film. Made in 2025, rated 12A. Available on Prime Video only. And obviously on physical media now as well. This is the plot of the movie then. The four horsemen reunite and team up with a new generation of young illusionists to expose a diamond airless global money laundering scheme for criminals. That's kind of the plot of the film then, and then I'll tell you what I thought about it now. I thought the reviews I saw for this movie, even though it was supposed to be a big film, the acting and illusions did not really get any better. The worst out of the trilogy, definitely, and the story was great, but needed more work. It was a great movie, and it was a good movie, and it could have been better. So let's just get them notebooks to the side then, and let's talk about it. So this movie had a very, very star-struck cast. We had loads of great actors and actresses in there, and obviously we got to witness the original Four Horsemen. The extra horseman we had in the film after that, because she replaced Isla Fisher, and we had the new generation of horsemen. So we actually had a lot of different characters. Morgan Freeman. The only thing I'm really gutted about is that we didn't get to see Michael Caine return to the role of we played last time. But the reason for that obviously is due to the fact that he's not the villain in this film, because in the last two films he was the villain. Villain. I can't really say villain, but the crime boss they were going again. So I'm glad to see that Isla Fisher returned to take over the role, her role again as the fourth horseman. But these are obviously great actors put in not so great of a film. This film could definitely have been a lot better, in my opinion. The CGI didn't really get any better than it was in the first film or the second film. Obviously, the second film was my favourite of the trilogy because of that card trick we saw in the second film. That was great as well. Let's look at my review down there. Underrated film from 2025, to be honest. Great cast and acting, really good action and illusions. The CGI was made at best, but the cast is what really made this film so great. Really comedic and serious when it needed to be. My favorites were Woody Harrelson, Morgan Freeman, and Jesse Eisenberg. 6.2 out of 10. So that's my little letterbox review. Probably should add a bit more to that. Maybe I'll do that later tonight. But yeah, you can see that this film had a lot of hate when I saw the reviews online, and when I was looking at scrolling on TikTok, and then I came up with a review for a letterbox review for the Now You See Me Now You Don't, or I saw someone talking about how bad it was, and they said the special effects were really bad. Obviously, the special effects were not amazing in this film, but they did get a tiny bit better, to be honest. And some of the illusions could have definitely been a lot better, because obviously they've had a lot of time since 2012 to actually develop, and 2014 to develop. They've had about 10 years. So they really could have improved a lot upon what they were doing. There was obviously a lot of things that could have been done better in this film, a lot of things that could have been done worse, to be honest, because there was the death of Morgan Freeman's character in this film is really what made me quite frustrated at times, because Morgan Freeman was one of my favorite characters from this film, and he is one of my favorite actors ever. He's probably in my top 5, to be honest, top 3 maybe. And I thought that his character was just wasted in this film, but obviously due to the his age difference now in this film, obviously he can't take on the action-packed roles now anymore, can he? So I kind of understand it in a way, but I thought they just shouldn't have done his character that dirty in this film. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.